While everyone's buying expensive survival gear and tactical equipment, the items that could actually save your life in an emergency are probably sitting in your junk drawer right now. Think about it. When disaster strikes, it's rarely the $1,000 night vision goggles that make the difference. More often than not, it's a simple roll of duct tape, a handful of Ziploc bags, or even a pair of pantyhose that becomes the hero of your survival story. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to reveal 30 everyday household items that can become life-saving tools in any emergency, from power outages to natural disasters to complete grid-down scenarios. These aren't your typical preparedness supplies that every survival blog talks about, and most cost under $5. By the end of this video, you'll never look at pantyhose, coffee filters, or even wine corks the same way again. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, where we prepare for the unexpected with practical, real-world solutions. If you're ready to discover the hidden potential in your own home and transform into a more prepared version of yourself, hit that like button and subscribe for more unconventional preparedness strategies that actually work. So, let's start with something you probably have in your kitchen drawer right now: Ziploc bags. Most people see these as simple food storage, but in preparedness terms, they're organizational powerhouses. You can use them to store ammunition, keep knives and small tools organized, or even protect firearms in a pinch. They create perfect waterproof barriers for electronics, documents, or medical supplies. For long-term storage, step up to Mylar bags. They're not quite as specialized as Mylar bags, but they'll keep your supplies organized and protected for years. Now, let's talk about buckets. I know. Buckets aren't exactly uncommon, but their versatility in preparedness scenarios is absolutely incredible. 5-gallon buckets are the workhorses, perfect for food storage with proper lids. But here's where most people miss the mark. You need different sizes. 1-gallon buckets are perfect for personal hygiene kits. 2-gallon sizes work great for washing clothes or dishes. And 6-gallon buckets, those become your rainwater collection systems or emergency washing stations. Just remember the golden rule: never use the same bucket for food and waste. Trust me on this one. Speaking of containers, your trash cans are sitting there with untapped potential. Plastic trash cans make excellent rainwater catchment systems. Just clean them thoroughly first. But aluminum trash cans, these become DIY Faraday cages to protect your electronics from electromagnetic pulses. Line them with cardboard, place your devices inside, and you've got EMP protection that costs a fraction of commercial alternatives. Heavy-duty yard bags deserve a spot in every emergency kit. These aren't your flimsy kitchen trash bags. We're talking about the thick, contractor-grade bags designed for branches and debris. And in an emergency, they become instant rain ponchos. Poke a hole for your head, and you've got weather protection. They work as makeshift shelter walls when paired with cordage. Fill them with leaves or debris for insulation barriers. Their strength means they can carry supplies if your regular bag fails. Always keep a box of these on hand. Visqueen plastic sheeting rolls are absolute game changers for home preparedness. During a pandemic or chemical threat, you can seal windows and doors to create clean rooms. In winter emergencies, they trap heat by covering broken windows or creating smaller heated spaces within your home. They work as tarps, ground covers, or even water collection systems when stretched between trees. The larger the roll, the more options you have. Duct tape has achieved legendary status in preparedness circles, and for good reason. It fixes gear, patches holes, secures plastic sheeting, and can even improvise handles for broken tools. But don't stop at duct tape. Paracord and other cordage types are equally crucial. Real paracord has inner strands you can remove for fishing line or sewing thread. Even baling twine from hay bales works for shelter construction or gear repairs. The rule is simple: you can never have too much cordage. Now, here's where things get interesting. Pantyhose might seem like an odd preparedness item, but their stretch and durability make them incredibly useful. They work as pre-filters for water, removing large particles before your main filtration system. In dusty or smoky conditions, they become improvised face masks. You can stuff them with small items to create organized bundles, or use them as emergency bags when regular containers fail. Their flexibility means they adapt to whatever shape you need. Bandanas are the Swiss Army knives of the textile world. With over 100 documented uses, they filter air and water, provide camouflage or concealment, twist into cordage, or serve as emergency tourniquets. They're lightweight, take up almost no space, and work in countless scenarios. Keep several in your bug-out bag. You'll find uses you never imagined. For cleaning and disinfection, two household staples reign supreme. Vinegar works as a multi-purpose cleaner, cooking ingredient, and mild disinfectant. It's gentle enough for regular use, but effective enough for emergency sanitation. Bleach, on the other hand, is your heavy-duty solution. A few drops purify questionable water sources, and it sanitizes surfaces that could harbor dangerous bacteria. Stock both, but store them separately. Never mix cleaning chemicals. Coffee filters deserve recognition beyond their morning routine duties. They pre-filter water by removing sediment and debris before your main purification method. They store small items like screws, pills, or seeds without tearing. In medical emergencies, they work as improvised bandages or wound coverings. They're lightweight, compact, and incredibly useful. Let's dive into pantry staples that double as preparedness tools. Salt isn't just for flavoring, it's crucial for food preservation. Stock different types: sea salt for cooking, kosher salt for preserving meat, and table salt for general use. Baking soda becomes your hygiene and cleaning superstar. Mix it with water for toothpaste, use it to neutralize odors, or clean surfaces naturally. Even expired baking soda retains its cleaning properties, so don't throw it out. Baking powder serves primarily for cooking, but it's handy to have for morale-boosting fresh bread during tough times. Clothespins might seem trivial, but in a grid-down scenario, they become essential. They secure plastic sheeting against windows, hang wet clothes for drying, organize gear by clipping items together, or hold shelter materials in place. When modern conveniences fail, these simple tools keep your world organized. Aluminum foil deserves its reputation as a preparedness classic. Beyond the infamous protection applications, it's incredibly practical. Wrap food for cooking over open fires, create reflective surfaces for signaling, insulate windows for heat retention, or fashion makeshift funnels and containers. Its versatility makes it worth keeping several rolls in your supplies. Mylar emergency blankets are cheap, lightweight, and surprisingly versatile. They provide warmth by reflecting body heat, work as shelter walls or ground covers, create signaling devices with a reflective surface, or become improvised pillows when stuffed with leaves or clothing. At under $2 each, you can afford to stock multiple blankets for different uses. Baby wipes outperform paper towels in most emergency situations. They're pre-moistened for better cleaning, more durable when wet, and work for personal hygiene when water is scarce. They clean surfaces, remove grime from hands and face, and maintain sanitation standards when regular washing isn't possible. Now for some smaller items that pack a big punch. Corks from wine bottles become fishing bobbers, container seals, or craft repair materials. Bobby pins secure gear, create improvised fishing hooks, or hold items together when proper fasteners aren't available. Dental floss works as strong, lightweight cordage for fishing lines, sewing thread, or tying gear together. It's actually stronger than many strings and threads you might normally use. Here's a creative combination. You can create a basic fishing kit from common household items. Bend tin can tops into hooks, use dental floss for line, and corks for bobbers. While not ideal compared to proper fishing gear, these items could help you catch protein in a survival situation. Finally, let's discuss potassium permanganate, a controversial but incredibly useful chemical. Some people scoff at carrying chemicals, but this purple powder serves multiple critical functions. Mixed with brake fluid or antifreeze, it starts fires in emergency situations. In water, it kills bacteria, algae, viruses, and fungi within an hour, making questionable water sources safe to drink. It also works as a general disinfectant for wounds or surfaces. A small vial weighs almost nothing and provides multiple life-saving capabilities.
Prioritize supplies that work in various scenarios. Multi-purpose items save space and increase your adaptability. Organize everything in labeled containers or buckets, keeping similar items together for quick access during emergencies. Remember to rotate and replace items with expiration dates. Bleach loses potency over time, and baby wipes can dry out. Regular maintenance ensures everything works when you need it most. The most important lesson in all of this is that preparedness is fundamentally a mindset, not a shopping list. By viewing everyday items as potential lifesavers, you develop the flexibility and creativity that matter most in real emergencies. The supplies I've shared today might not look impressive on an Instagram post about survival gear, but their utility is proven in countless real-world situations. Take time to brainstorm additional uses for common household items. Experiment with different combinations and applications. Share your discoveries with other prepared individuals. The preparedness community thrives on creative problem solving and shared knowledge. Whether you're a seasoned prepper with years of experience or someone just starting to think about emergency preparedness, these uncommon supplies can significantly improve your readiness without breaking your budget. Start building your collection today. And remember that sometimes the most powerful tools are hiding in plain sight. If this video opened your eyes to the hidden potential in your own home, smash that like button and subscribe to Crisis Horizon for more practical preparedness content that focuses on real-world solutions. Drop a comment below sharing the most surprising item from today's list, or tell us about an unusual household item you've discovered has emergency applications. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, in the world of emergency readiness, it's often the little things that make the biggest difference when everything else falls apart.